Okay, so I just went over Thursday some new situations. We have a new individual Zoom link for each period, and there's also an instructional video for if you know somebody that's in the class that's struggling to get on. I put a step-by-step instructional video on how to get in because several students are struggling with this, so you can look at that on your own. Also underneath that, there's a student support link. And this is if you want to schedule time with me one-on-one, or we could always talk through email. Just make sure in the email you are putting the specific information. Sometimes I have attendance proof of practice. Sometimes I have assignments down here and attendance questions down here. I'm really into the proof of practice more than the attendance questions because I like to see a visual and you guys are getting really good at it. So I wanted to go ahead and open up the agenda for today. This is a live document that I'm constantly changing based on the pace of the class. So on Monday, I had 2 videos. Unfortunately, the video stopped working at a certain point on the first one, and somebody emailed me and explained that to me. So then I put in a second video, and that was the remainder of the instructions. If I don't, if it looks like there's an error, you got to explain it to me so I can fix it. Sometimes videos time out. So I'm trying to be very fast and quick. We are still working on this same document. You guys did a phenomenal job with the A, the Q, the L, and the S. And then in the background, there's an even larger X and a large number 1. We are going to add those today, but there's different instructions. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that right here. So we're having a live video. That's pretty blatant with some poll questions. It says photograph additional letters and shapes added to the 1-point Q, J, A, L, and S using 1-point perspective. Add various sizes for the X and the 1. I explained those are much larger than the other ones. And 2 shapes of your choice made into 1-point perspective. I think for the shapes, it's best that you make them smaller so that we have large, mediums, and small sizes, because that will show depth. And so that is a good point. We want to have a variety. So the X and the 1 are larger. And I'm going to underline that as well. I'm emphasizing it. Oh, that's not what I want. Larger. And 2 shapes, 1, 2, that are smaller. So now you're going to have class time to add those. If you want to add the mountains off into the distance, I'm fine with that, but you don't have to. So that's what I'm grading you on today is the large X, the large 1, and then 2 smaller shapes. So things that are further away tend to be up higher, as we saw in that one video, like birds off in the sky are really small and farther away. So you might want to do your shapes up high. And then things that are larger are more forward, usually are lower on the piece of paper. Don't forget to rotate your image for points. I will send it back if it's sideways with a 0 out of 5 points. Watch the video instructions. So that's on how to rotate your images. It seems like everybody knows how to do this now, so I'm really happy with that. We're building routines. So now I want to let you know there is not a live Zoom on Wednesday. I've posted it here, no Zoom attendance. It will be proof of practice, and you are going to practice, and I'm going to add some more to this. Look, it says not ready yet, wait, don't jump ahead. You never want to jump ahead to the next day because I'm still working on it. So that would waste your time and my time, and you'll just get frustrated. So, I'm pacing this day by day. If you have any other questions, I'll address those in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and explain that you can watch this second video here, and the very tail end shows you how to do the number 1 and the X. I'll let you guys do that at your own pace. You don't have to stay on here, but you must submit the proof of practice. I put that under the assignments for today. So I'm in 5th period class. So if you go to attendance proof of practice, you can go ahead and admit Jacob. Jacob Herrera. Sorry, guys. And another interruption from somebody, but that's okay. I don't see an 8. Oh, there we go. So if you go to attendance proof of practice, I already created this assignment, and it says the following. Let me see if I can make this larger for you. Photograph the paper that we're already using. Don't forget to rotate your image. Add various sizes of X and 1 and 2 shapes of your choice made into 1-point perspective. And here's a video on how to rotate your photograph if you're struggling. So that will be due before the end of the period. I already have one turned in, and that's because she's not an actual beginning student, so don't mind that. So you guys have until the end of the period. For 5th period, it's 2:02, and then for 6th period, it'll be till 3:01. Any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
All right, so you know how you say you have to add 2 shapes of your choice.
Yeah.
Does it have to be like
star,
how your
heart,
letters are, or can it be like anything? Like
anything. It could be a
anything.
diamond. It could be a dollar bill sign. It could be what else?
Oh, okay, so it doesn't have to look like that, right? Like a
No, I want you to experiment.
3D, no? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it could be a 3-dimensional sun for all I care. What you would do is just draw the basic shape first, and then you would go to the vanishing point and follow along like you would the letters. Good question. Thank you, Byron. Anybody else have a question? Okay, so if you feel like you feel confident and you want to log off, and you can always watch the number 2 video, you are more than welcome to do that, as long as you turn in your work before the end of the period, because that's going to be my second attendance for today. I'm going to turn off the video now. And